Hi guys, welcome along. I'm Tony James and this is my training roundup as I head towards Boston 2023. So I'm going to be bringing you what I've been doing this week, going through what I've done, what my thinking behind it was, and how the training is going. So yesterday we did the park run, which was awesome, and after we got everybody back in safely, I went out and did my own freedom run. So I ran the park run course and I did that in 21:43. So just under 7-minute pace, but it's different when you're running on your own. There's nobody to bounce off, is there? There's nobody to chase down, there's nobody to hold pace with. But yeah, did all right. So here we are, it's Sunday, the end of the last recovery week following the Amsterdam Marathon and Berlin before that, obviously. And this coming week is when we start with the serious hill work, even though I'm running up a hill now. So tune in next week to see how we did with that. But I'll put on the screen now what I should have done in this past week, and then I'll run through it with you. But before we do that, 2 bits of news about today's run. One, I found some old favourites in the cupboard and I put them on my feet, and I'm actually running in a pair of Pegasus Turbo 2s, which is what a lot of people say is probably Nike's best running shoe ever. So I'll put a bit of video of them up in a minute. And also, it's my first run with a Garmin Fenix 6. Bought it yesterday in the Black Friday sale, so I've upgraded from my Forerunner 235. But I couldn't resist. I've been after the Fenix 6 for months, to be honest. I know the 7's out, but the 6 is still a good watch. It's got everything I want on it. It's got maps, pace training, you can store your songs on it. But in the Black Friday sale, it was down to less than £300. So yeah, it had to be done. We flexed the credit and we picked up one of those. So as I use it over the next few weeks, I'll let you know how it's going and what my thoughts are on that watch. A lot of people ask me what am I listening to when I'm running. It varies, but today I've got Kerrang radio on. I just fancy listening to something different and not the normal predictive playlist. But when you've got a playlist, you know every song that's on there. Even when you've got it on shuffle, there's nothing different comes up, is there? So I put it on the radio today. So apart from hearing some different songs, it keeps playing adverts. This is a bit of a downer, but anyway. So, this training road to Boston, we're going full tilt for it. We really want to put in a really good performance in Boston. Don't want to be let down going up Heartbreak Hill. So we're really going for it. As I say, the hill work starts this week. But what happened last week? Well, this far out from the marathon itself, I've decided that with the long runs, I want to run a lot slower than I normally do. So I'm pushing myself to try and run slower. So last week I was trying to run as slow as I can, and I did 10 miles in 8 minutes 45-second pace, which is still a bit faster than what I wanted, but hey ho. So that's one of the benefits of this Garmin. I've actually set it today to a 9-minute pace, so after 5 miles I'm about a minute ahead of time. So I'm still going a little bit faster than what I want, but I can actually see where it is and I can physically slow myself down. So yeah, this far out, trying to get the slow run slower. So it was 10 miles last Sunday, rest day on Monday. Tuesday I went out and did about 6.5, 7 miles. With that I wanted to run slower, but I also wanted to do a bit of speed work. So I did 6 times 20-second strides inside it. And at the end of the day, the 6.5 miles I did, it came in at 7:45 pace. Oops. So much for running slow. So I really need to do work on that. If you want to see all my running, by the way, you can go onto my Strava page, just do a search for Tony James. Link's on the screen now. So there's also a link in my description below of this video, so go and click that, go and follow. I'll follow you back, we'll train together. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday, rest day. Thursday went out just around the local lanes, again trying to keep it slower but I threw in 6 times 20-second strides again, and that came in at just short of 8-minute pace. So failing miserably on this running slow lark. So that's why I'm really trying today to really slow it down. Right, so that was Thursday. Friday had a lot to do, so I didn't manage to get out. Then we moved on to Saturday, which you've already seen, marshalling and that Freedom Park run. And to finish out the week, out on this 10-mile run again, trying to keep the pace at 9 minutes. And that last mile, according to the Garmin, I was 5 seconds faster than I should have been. So it's a lot easier when someone's telling you like this. So, you know, spending £300 on that watch is paying dividends on the first run. So yeah, the more I get to use it, the more benefit I'll get from it. So yeah, 10-mile run today. That's 6 miles in. And the first 5 miles were out against the wind. Now the weather app before I started said it was 16 miles an hour headwind. Felt more than that on the way out. So now just going to get the benefit of the wind over the shoulder on the way back. So what's that for the week? So don't count last Sunday. So 7, 5 makes it 12, plus 3, 15, about 25 miles for the week. That's all right for just starting out as a recovery week. So that's it for my week. Let me know how your week's been in the comments below. Let me know what you're training for. Have you got a marathon coming up in the winter, or are you just training for something in the spring, or have you got something later on in the year? Please let me know. Blackpool Illuminations. Looks better at night when it's all lit up. So a very strong hill week coming up, the first one of 6. So join me for that. But before you go anywhere, look at how I work my plan out. Click the link of the video here now.